Hi, Full Picture University, New York City, one of my favorite places on earth. I'm Janine Driver. I'm your speaker this Friday in New York City. I'm so excited to come play with you. Who am I? You may never have heard of me, but I'm the body language expert for NBC's Today Show. I'm also the body language expert occasionally for the Dr. Oz Show. It's off air right now for summer hiatus. I said summer. That's my Boston accent. Yes, I'm a New Englander. I'm from the Northeast. I can't wait to come play with a bunch of New Yorkers. I actually worked at the World Trade Center when I used to work for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, ATF, with the Justice Department for 16 years. As a matter of fact, that's where I learned how to read people accurately. I can't throw you in jail and say to the judge, because he put his hand over his mouth, it means he's lying, or crossed his arms. No, I have to have scientific proof when it comes to reading people. And that's what I'm going to bring to the table with you guys this coming Friday. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're there early. The room is going to be packed, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to give you a quick tip right now. I'm the president of the Body Language Institute. We do 2-day programs outside of Washington, D.C. with clients. My clients include Coca-Cola, AOL, Booz Allen Hamilton, Lockheed Martin, and Procter & Gamble, the third biggest company in the United States of America, behind Walmart and... what's that computer? Not Apple, Microsoft. Thank you very much. My brain gave it to me. Here's a gesture. This is called steepling. Steepling sends the message power, authority, and confidence. Anytime you want to execute a brand, execute a message, right here, this is going to be the person that's seen as the leader, as the powerful person. Who does this? Donald Trump. Who does it? President Obama, Hillary Clinton. Who does it? George Bush. Who else does it? Is Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, Smithers. Careful, it can be seen as evil domination if you do it on someone's desk a little too early and take up space. When do you bring out the steeple? Try it right now, by the way, steeple. Feel what it feels like, fingertips to fingertips. What happens is you bring out the steeple at the end. You establish rapport, you get the person liking you with a lot of open palm gestures. Great, I'm so happy you had me come in because I'm looking forward to sharing with you what my company can do. This is called an emblem. They come out subconsciously, but we can use them to help increase rapport. Simply by saying this. You know, I'm really glad you brought that up. You're saying everything's going to be okay. And now, all of a sudden, at the end, when you talk about your value and how for instance, one of my clients, Wyndham Vacation Ownership, their average per guest, which is how much money they actually bring in minus their expenses, is $3,000 a day in Las Vegas. 2 days after my training, 2 days, their average per guest went from $3,000 up until $13,800 in 2 days after my training. See how I brought out the steeple? That's when you bring it out. When you talk about the value, when you give what I call social proof. What is the proof that what you can do can make a company better, can get it more visibility, can bring more attention, and build businesses in less time, making more money ultimately, in building our relationships. I have the proof, you have the proof, now you have the body language to let people know you are the person they should be working with. All right, I'm Janine Driver. I'm going to see you on Friday. I've got tons of tips. You're really going to be blown away. I'm going to bring some video clips too that are going to shock you. Things you may have already seen, but you're going to look at them with a new eye. That show, Lie to Me on Fox, if you've seen it, I've been trained by the real guy, Dr. Paul Ekman and J.J. Newberry. My name is Janine Driver. If you haven't visited my website, I invite you to do so now, JanineDriver.com. I also invite you to buy my book, You Say More Than You Think. You can buy it on my site, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Borders, Books A Million, for anywhere between $16 and $25. The value is $25. Actually, the value is way above $25. But I'll sign it when I come and play with you in New York. New York City, here I come. I miss it. I have to tell you, I lived at 78th and 3rd and 95th and 3rd. And no place like New York, baby. No place. I'll see you in the Big Apple in just a couple days. Come play with me.